Hey, welcome fourth graders. Today we're going to be working on our performance task for May 5th, and we will be writing the introduction paragraph and the uh, first paragraph, the first body paragraph. Okay, so again, we're going to go to Schoology. Let's go to courses here and go down to our courses. We're going to go on our updates. And again, we're going to come back over here from May 4th through May 8th performance assignment. Now, we'll open it up. You should have filled in your graph, your story, graphic organizer. Let's see, yesterday. So remember we read the Playing It Safe. Whenever I'm working on this, it doesn't scroll easy when I'm in the video. All right, so you should have had your boxes and bullets filled out. You would have watched these videos. You need to have this filled. I was talking about equipment. It just jumps back up. I'm so sorry. Mr. Powell's trying to get together. All right, so you'll finish this out. You should have your sentence frames here, or your planning, your graphic organizer, and then you'll come down. Now let's review transition words. So you need to use transition. So when you're wanting to give an example, you can say an example that shows this is, or for instance, or one time. When you're talking about, like, maybe one time I was playing safe and I wore my helmet, you would use if you want to add on to your thought, you would say another example of that shows this is, or in addition to, or furthermore. If you want to compare and contrast while you're writing, you'll say when you want to compare, in comparison, in contrast, or on the other hand. And then if you want to show a cause and effect, you say I wear a helmet because of this, keeps my head safe, or something, or consequently for this reason. So these are some transitional phrases. You need to have some of these in your writing, okay? So what's it say on day 2? It says, write your article. We're not going to write the whole thing. We're going to do the intro and the body paragraph 1. So you'll watch both videos again. You'll click and it'll come up and it'll have I'm not going to watch the whole video. Probably have an ad at the beginning. Skip through it. And this one didn't have an ad.
Writing.
It's going to tell you what
Episode
informational
4.
writing is.
Writing an introduction.
Okay, that's good.
I'm writing.
So you're going to write a plan, an introduction. It's going to tell you about having a hook too. Remember, you're going to need a hook. You need something, a question or a statement. Actually, let's go back and I'll point that out. Pay attention to that when you're writing your introductions.
Informational writing. Episode 4. Writing an introduction. I'm writing an informational book about computers. I've already made a plan for my writing, and now I'm ready to start writing my introduction. An introduction is the very first part of your writing.
So boys and girls, you notice how this isn't, it's not about the same thing we're writing about. She's just modeling what you have to do during informational. So you got to write an introduction.
Authors write introductions to hook the reader. I want people to be interested in my book. Authors also use introductions to tell the readers what they will learn by reading the book. That way, they can decide if it's the right book for them. My introduction.
So remember, your introduction is going to need a hook. We've talked about this. I know we all taught it. Ms. Hernandez, Ms. Montano, Mr. Me. A hook, how to start out your story.
And we'll start with a hook. One way to hook a reader is to tell a surprising fact about your topic. Another way to hook the reader is to start by asking a question.
So you might want to use a question. Did you know what it takes to be safe in sports? Or have you ever played sports? Well, I have, and these are the things I did to stay safe. Or those are just some ideas, okay? Or you can have a surprising fact.
I'm going to write my hook by using both.
She's going
My
to use
book
both.
is all about computers. I'm going to hook the reader by asking, did you know that there are about 2 billion computers in the world? This surprising fact will make people interested to read my book.
All right, so we're going to stop that part. You can finish watching. You need to have a hook, and you'll write your first paragraph just about what you're writing, about how back up here again, how they stay safe. Well, we know. You're playing how to stay safe when you're playing sports and being active. So your first paragraph, your introduction will be here, the hook. Did you know? And then you'll say how to stay safe. You're going to put the hook right here at the beginning in the introduction, okay? So you might not use the exact same sentence I have. You're going to need to come up with a question or surprising a fact. Those are 2 ways of doing it. You can do it other ways. Those are 2 simple ways. You might want to just use a question or a surprising fact that you've learned from the reading. Okay. Now, after you've done your introduction is just basically this part right here that you planned. This is an introduction. If you have a hook and your 3 reasons with your hook, okay, and then maybe state it. Then your first paragraph, we'll go back to here to strategy 1, and so mine would be about equipment, and then I would have 3 details about equipment, and I'm going to turn that into a paragraph. 3 sentences in the beginning, okay? Now, so you still have and you're using transitions. Go back here and look at these as you go to help you. You can use them straight out of there. So body paragraphs, let's see, this one. You can watch both videos and they'll help you. And you're only doing 2 paragraphs. And this still, again, if it comes up with an ad, we'll just ignore the ad.
Some people don't really understand the difference between a foam roller and a chirp wheel. So we have Clayton here to help demonstrate.
Just skip it.
Informational writing. Episode 5.
Okay, this
Writing a draft.
Writing a draft.
I'm writing an informational book about computers. This is my plan.
So you look at your plan.
I've already written an introduction, so now I'm ready to continue my draft.
You look at your plan that you did on the.
A draft is the first version of your writing. You can always go back.
So since we're typing, it's easy to go back and change it. So this draft is your first.
And make it even better. Informational writing should have facts. Facts are always true.
So your facts are going to come from your stories. It's from the sources that you're reading. You'll say in source 1 or source 2. Okay, those are the 2 stories.
Authors use headings to organize facts into sections.
And you can see in our reading, each sections have some kind of heading like equipment or safety or clothing, okay? Those are.
The heading tells what the section is all about. My first section is called Kinds of Computers. Now I will write some facts that tell about different kinds of computers. There are different types of.
So this is her first paragraph. She's going to talk about the different kinds. Your first paragraph will be something about staying safe, playing sports and being active. So you'll give me different reasons, okay?
Computers. Some computers are laptops, other computers are desktops. Tablets are computers without keyboards. Now I will draw a picture to go with this section. Our pictures can help teach the reader information too. I told about laptops, desktops, and tablets, so that's what I'm going to draw.
Do you have to draw a picture? No. And that works better when we're at school. If you have paper, unless you want to write this out on paper before you type it, it's kind of hard to draw on the computer. But you could draw to, we've done that in writing too. You draw your story first before you write about it.
I will label my pictures to show the reader which is which.
All right, so she's going to talk about the different types of computers, and she's going to talk about a desktop, a laptop, and a tablet. So that's 3 details in her first section. When you go back to our graphic organizer, our story map organizer, our writing map, it's going to shape in section 1, detail 1, detail 2, detail 3. So you would have 3 different details about safety.
My next section is called Parts of Computers.
All right, so I'm not going to go through all.
Computers have
You
a
keep watching these.
screen that you
She's going to show
watch.
you how
Some
to do.
computers have a mouse that you use to click on things. Some computers have a keyboard so you can type words.
She did all of them. You go through, watch the videos, and then you're going to just type introduction and your body paragraph. And so now, the next two, see, Wednesday and Thursday, you don't do those on this day. You'll do paragraph 2 and paragraph 3, and then a conclusion, and then a revise and edit. And I'll make shorter videos for those and the videos you watch. Now, when you write, it says here for part 2, when you start writing your paragraphs, you come down under here where it says part 2, where you're being asked to write an article that's several paragraphs long. Type your response below. Remember to check your notes and your article and your pre-writing and planning. As you write, you can revise and edit your article. So you just type on here. Just go down and just start typing your story. You give it a title, you'll space over, come back and just type. Now, underneath is the rubric. It'll show you, tells you how you get your scores. Okay, we'll go over this more later in the week on a video, but it can tell you, you know, obviously to get a 4 for organization. It says you guys use transitional strategies. You see that? You got to have transitions. I will review this clear. It just shows you how to get your points. But where you write is right underneath the bottom where it says part 2. After we've done these others, today was Tuesday, so we watched both these videos and we're working on introduction and body paragraph. Tomorrow we're going to do paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. And then on Thursday, we'll do the conclusion and we'll watch video for that. Underneath it shows how you do conclusions. This paragraph 2 and 3 right here, again, is bodies. This video goes for these 2, 3 paragraphs also. And then at the end, on the last day, you're going to revise, edit your final draft and submit it. Type it, collect. And this is a revised video and edit video. Again, it says word processing tools, spell check are available to you. All right, so you type on here. So remember, but you don't have to do it all on Tuesday. We're going to do, so basically though, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to be writing the paper. So if you finish 1 and 2 and you think you're doing great and you want to keep going on 2 and 3, you could go do that and work on it and be editing until we get to Thursday, we do the conclusion paragraph. So Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, you could write introduction, body paragraph, and the 1, 2, and 3. But really, we broke it up where you only had to do on Tuesday, introduction and body paragraph 1. And on Wednesday, body paragraph 2 and body paragraph 3. Thursday, we'll have a different video, conclusion, and conclusion paragraph. All right, I'll make another one. I hope you are doing fine. Send questions to me or Miss Montano or Miss Hernandez if you're having any. See you later. Bye.